Hey guys, today we're gonna be reacting to the video, and you might have seen this from Bizarre Bub, and it has the Xbox dashboard. 5 gaming consoles, 5 sounds from gaming consoles that spooked us as kids. I know you might say, Damien, aren't you gonna get nightmares because you're a kid? Well, yeah, of course, but I'm like, no, I should not reveal my age. Also, if you're a guava juicer, then this is sponsored by you, because I'm watching guava juice. I'm gonna put guava juice. I like his video, things not to do as a superhero, because it's funny. Also, let's zoom. So, here's the reaction. You might know this guy right here. If, like, I'm gonna go on his channel. Oh, what? That's scary.
So, my name is Under There Man.
Yep, this is the... Oh, Bondy Buddy. Hi, Bondy Buddy. Okay, let's just get on to the video.
Old gaming consoles fascinate me, and although they're not as high-tech as today's consoles, gaming consoles from the past have some qualities that make them just as good as the...
Okay, my dad just came in. Okay, so let's just...
latest systems.
That's a gaming
However,
cube.
one very
I
distinctive
don't own one,
quality
but I
that
know
old
one.
consoles have are their so-called Easter eggs and error messages. Coming across these as a kid really spooked me, and the reason for this was not because of the visuals on the screen, but the sounds that came with the message. These eerie sounds definitely seemed out of place for a console that was meant to entertain, and it surely scared a lot of young gamers. That said, here are 5 gaming console sounds that spooked us as kids.
What, PlayStation's gonna be first? No, it's 5. Feel like it's not.
Sega CD warning.
Oh, come on,
This first
Sega.
sound
You
doesn't
can't,
come from
you
a
can't,
console,
you gotta
but
be
rather
kidding
a
me.
game disc with a warning. And the sound that plays in this message is just as creepy as the following sounds on this list,
Yeah.
which is why I
Isn't
felt this
that
needed to be
creepy?
here.
I think it is.
This message would play after inserting a Sega CD disc into a CD player instead of the Sega CD console. In other words, if you were to place a Sega CD disc into a regular CD player, you would get this message. Here, listen.
Warning, this disc is for use with a Sega CD system only. This disc contains CD-ROM data and is not for audio use.
It sounds like someone's shredding a guitar. The strings into something more spooky. This is funny, okay?
Please press stop on your disc player now. This disc contains CD-ROM data that may damage your audio system. Please stop playing this disc immediately.
According to others who've tried this, leaving a Sega CD disc in the CD player would damage the speakers due to the loud, high-pitched guitar riffs that played. Now, I don't understand why Sega inserted those sounds when the woman who spoke sufficed. Warning us with words instead of with nightmare-inducing sounds would have been enough to make us eject the CD, and it would also have saved us from hearing those eerie sounds. Fearful harmony.
PlayStation.
Unlike the sound we just talked about, this next one comes from a console, the PS1. The
I
PS1
want a PS1.
startup screen has always given me chills.
Come
Hearing
on,
that sound after
something-
turning on the PS1
something.
wasn't scary, just pretty cool to hear. However, there is a sound on the PS1 that frightens me to this day, and it can be heard if you inserted a disc that the PS1 cannot read, such as a pirated game or a damaged disc. Upon inserting an unreadable disc, the PS1 would start up as usual, but after a few seconds, you would then hear a loud and startling sound and arrive at a screen similar to the startup screen. Then after waiting for a few seconds, a sound known as fearful harmony would begin to play. Here's the sound.
What? Seconds later, okay. Does this scare you? Hopefully not. What, it's spooky? Oh, it's spooky. No, it's not. Second person.
Now what makes this frightening is the slow increase of this sound as you wait. It's almost as if PlayStation inserted this just to creep us out enough to never buy pirated games. This error message surely spooked me, but it isn't the only one from PlayStation. As you'll see next, there's more sounds from PlayStation consoles that scared kids.
What red screen of death because it showed up in the beginning?
Personified fear.
Sounds like
Just like the
What
previous
is the
sound,
logo
this next one
wrong?
can be
Did you
heard on
see
the
that? Look, it's not supposed to be like that.
Personified fear. Just like the previous sound, this next one can be heard on the PS1. Personified fear, the name of the sound, can occur if you inserted an unreadable disc or if the BIOS of the PS1 is corrupted. Now, unlike Fearful Harmony, Personified Fear stops playing after a few seconds. However, that's just enough time to make you feel uneasy. Here, have a listen. The sudden swoosh of this sound and its harshness was just enough to give me goosebumps. But what makes this scarier is the silence that follows. On top of that, you also arrive at a black screen. The darkness coupled with the silence can put you on edge, expecting a jump scare. Thankfully, there was none of that. The PS2's red screen of death. By now, you're probably surprised that most of these sounds come from PlayStation consoles. But I promise you that the last sound on this list will not be coming from a PlayStation, and I also promise you that it's creepier than the ones I've already said. Now this error message, known as the red screen of death, appears on the PS2, and just like all of PlayStation's error messages, the red screen of death comes with an unnerving
No, I'm
sound.
not even talking.
Listen.
I'm gonna listen.
You can get this message by inserting an unreadable disc, such as an Xbox or PC game. Seeing the screen turn red as dark ambient music played is probably what made this creepy. Now, before I move on to the next sound on this list, I just want to add that PlayStation has made other creepy things like their commercials, and because of
crying
that,
baby
it
commercial.
makes me wonder if PlayStation deliberately made these error messages frightening. Who knows?
Some aren't.
Xbox.
Oh, come on, Xbox,
If
you
you've
gotta be
ever
kidding.
owned the first Xbox, then you've most likely heard one of its...
Well, everyone, I own an Xbox One in my room. My dad owned his Xbox One X. But they're not the same, okay?
creepy sounds. Unlike the other consoles on this list, Xbox has a few hidden sounds, all of which are downright creepy. Now, most of these sounds play in the background as you wait on the console's dashboard, but there are some sounds that are well hidden within the system. These deeply hidden sounds were discovered after someone had extracted the audio files from the Xbox's hard drive. And to no surprise, These sounds are quite unsettling. Here's some of the sounds that were found.
Oh, my nightmares begin. No, they don't. Come on, is this the dashboard, but with the circle in the middle, but no selection? I'm expecting a jump scare. No, I'm not. I've heard this one before.
According to Microsoft, these sounds are actually public domain audio from NASA transmissions from the Apollo days that they tweaked.
I
In
hate
other words,
NASA.
these were NASA transmissions that were modified in such a way that they came out sounding creepy. And the reason for adding these sounds, according to Microsoft, was so that the console would seem like it was made of technology from another world. Their intention to make the Xbox unlike any other console by adding those sounds was a success, but hearing those sounds as a kid didn't make us think Xbox was a superior console. It just left us feeling uneasy. Thanks for watching. If there's any creepy sounds from consoles I left out, that said, I'm Bizarre.
Guys, it's the end of the video, so we all say a little bye-bye, and then we can finally leave. So, bye. Also, in the chat, put in this video. Enjoy. Put in this. Just put in that, okay? Bye. See you all tomorrow. Have a good day.